Alright lads and lasses, got a video for you today. It's the behind this lot here. We've got a TPXD. Just going to show you what I keep in there. I have done one of them videos already, but I've changed it. Also had some problems uploading it, so it's called Untitled Video. It wouldn't let me add a title for it for some reason. Before I get on to that, I bought an M12 combi drill. I bought that with a Weir ratchet driver and a little Weir arbor, and it should have come to £201. Place I got it from, well, it's Saturday now, but I got it on Friday at like 4 o'clock, and they only charged me £21 for it all, so I've got to phone them up on Monday because they were shut today, and basically try and repay the £180 that they've not charged me. I'm a big believer in karma, so I'm not going to just keep my mouth shut. I do think what goes around comes around. Also bought this DP3 pouch, which I'm absolutely loving that a minute. You can slot your drills in there while you're working. Love a drill holster there, and then you got enough pouches for your tools. I've got that clipped onto my tough built belt. It's the one with the back support. I would like a leather belt for it, or something that looks a bit more in keeping with veto bag. But I do like the back support that this offers. So that said, I've not used it a lot, and it has got a bit of fray in there. I don't know if you can see it, so who knows how long it'll stand up. So yeah, I'll do a little loadout on that. Show you what I fill it up with and what I use it for. Moving on to main attraction, the TPXD. As you can see, it's a little bit fat like me. I think your tools represent the owner. So let's get started with it. We've got an 8 metre tape measure on side. It's a tracer. It's got numbers on one side only, so I would like something that's got them on both sides, and I only need a 5 metre tape, so I'm looking to replace that, but it's not essential at the minute. We've got the tape chain on here, which my lad that works for me couldn't for life and figure out how to take the tape off. I show that you slot it through like that. He kept unclipping it, but I think that's just an indictment of the UK education system. We've got a couple of tracers here, as always. I like my tracers, you know that if you watch my videos. I've got a little stubby one there. I prefer tracers to Sharpies. I just think that the tips last longer. Obviously we work on a lot of metal and stuff, so yeah, they do get a bit hammered. Inksols aren't really available massively in the UK. You can get them, you can order them, but it's places are few and far between that sell them. So moving on to the back, we've got a little LAP volt sniffer. You know what crack is with that, you turn it on, it's green when it's safe, you put it near a light, near a wire, and it bleeps and flashes red. It's also got a torch on end, so if you're in a dark space you can see. They're only like £7 or £8 from school fix them. One day it might save your life. I had to use it today. Didn't save my life, so no live power, but it's nice to just check. Got a Pica light pencil. This has got a sharpener on end at lid. Great little bits of kit, these. Do like them. I only use that for sketching in my sketch pad, so I don't get a lot of hammer. Speaking of sketch pad, it's a tough built and it's got graph paper in. Basically use this for sketching up pieces of ductwork, sketching up trims that we need making, things like that. If you don't know, we do ventilation, kitchen extract systems mainly. So you know you've got to have a nice stainless steel finish everywhere. Can't have any gaps or out, so we have to make trims and such like that. And obviously ducting is what it is. Moving on to this side, we've got a 10 and a 13mm blue spot ratchet driver. They were cheap off of Amazon now. I could replace them like for like. They've lasted me about 4 years. I just, a ratchet spanner is what it is for me. They work. If something works, then you know, it's doing its job as far as I'm concerned. I've had the Weaver Jokers. I can't get along with them. I really can't. I don't know if it's like 20 years of using an angled head, but when you going straight onto something, it's just awkward to start and get to use. Not only that, I did have a 17mm ratchet seized on it, so I tend to not bother with Weaver Jokers anymore. I love Weaver stuff in general, but Jokers are just. I mean, I've got this up here. It's the self-setting spanner. I don't really rate it. In all honesty, I think the finish on it isn't great. You get rust marks on it. Yeah, you basically, if you're competent with your spanners, you can get it just as quick. There might be one time in 100 where that comes in handy. For 57 quid, I don't see the point of it, in all honesty. On this little tape clip here, I have my impactor, C Gen 3, and I use tape loop here just as a little secondary fix, if you like, stop it, you know, dropping down or out like that. We work in London, so we chuck bags on our shoulders, get on scooters and that, and ride through London like roadmen. So yeah, that absolutely love that. It's the little Gen 3, I think 127mm long, something like that. 170 newton meters of torque, 3 settings, and a self-tapping setting. So yeah, I absolutely love that bit of kit. I did have that inside, but I've swapped it for reasons that you'll see shortly. I don't think I mentioned that. ESD magnetizer. That's safe for if you're working on circuit boards and stuff like that. Good little bit of kit if you just want, you know, a screw to stick to a screwdriver. Handy little thing to have. Moving around to the front, if you're still watching by now, we've got this flap. And inside it, we have got a lot of Weaver goodness, a lot of Kinipex goodness, and a little bit of Milwaukee goodness. There's other little tools in there as well. I just tucked that in the little flap. Let me just show you this first. I don't know if people use this, right? On this back lid, there's a flap there. So if you tuck the lid in there, you can have access to your zip compartment here, and then instead of a bit of Velcro, you've got access to that there. I don't know if it's designed like that, but when that's over there, you've got to move that out and then move that. And I've just knocked my microphone box off. I'll just shift that out of the way. Sorry about that. This is a very professional video, this, isn't it? You love this. So yeah, main compartment on it. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll show you what's in this zip pouch first. Two things that I won't do without. Number one is my bit check. Got loads of pieces in there that I need. We've got 3 Allen keys there. You get your posses, you get your slotters, you get your torques, pretty much everything you need. And then you got your little magnetic arbor there. Brilliant bit of kit that. The bits are top quality as you expect from Weaver. And it's just handy to have because, you know, it's alright having like them little tic tac boxes full of bits that you can get. It's alright having them, but you don't realise you're missing bits. Whereas this, you can have a look, you think, I'm missing that piece, let's go find it. Just a good thing to have. So, also up here, we've got the Weaver Cyclops Pocket Max. This has got the 3/8 twist lock sockets on it. Got an 8, a 10 and a 13mm. And then it's got an arbor here. I don't know if I've really shown you this. Basically, look at this out. So your head can rotate. You probably already know that if you're simply aware of stuff. It can lock in different angles like such. And you can have it as a screwdriver. And you can go all the way over and all that way as well. You change direction of it by twisting this knob on back here. You can pop your arbor in the middle there, so you get your 1/4 inch drive there. It's not 1/4 inch drive, is it? Anyway, you got your drive there for your arbor. You get your bit carousel in there, you got 12 pieces of Weary Goodness. And if you want to use one of your sockets, you twist them off, and that's just held on with magnets. The only way I can fault this so far is that magnets could be slightly stronger, but they do the job good enough for me, for what I need. I am reluctant to take it off this, although I would like to. I'd like to just have that stored in there maybe. But they do, where they do, you've all seen the belt things with the, I forgot what they're called, the socket holders. So you got like a belt, I'm sure they call it a belt, and it's got a little twist lock sockets on. So basically it's a long version of that. They do one with 6 on it, but it's only an 1/2 inch drive, whereas this is 3/8. I would like a 3/8 with 6 on it, but I can't seem to find one anywhere. I don't know if they do one. So I'd like one of them. I haven't got used for a big full one that's got like 12 on it or whatever it's got on it. So at the minute I'll just keep it on that and I'll keep it in there. That went down well, didn't it? Main compartment. We've got the M12 SDS drill. The idea behind this one was to carry an impactor, an SDS, and all my hand tools that I need. So I also wanted them to be able to get anything out. So if I want a 6mm SDS bit, I can get it out without moving anything. The only thing I have to move is the ratchet driver to get the SDS drill out. So I'm pretty pleased with that, and I can just slot that back in. When new Gen 2 SDS drill comes out, it is going to be a bit smaller, so I'm hoping that'll just slot in there a little bit better. But we'll see. Absolutely love that. I was one of these people that had M18 for absolutely everything. And I think it was beginning of year. I actually, about 10 years ago, I got the first set of M12s when they came out. And they were okay, but they weren't the best. And now, beginning of this year, I bought this. And I've been swayed fully onto M12. The only thing I'm not going to buy is the cut-off tool. I need my 18-volt grinder for what I do. So, I'm going to stick with SDS drill, impactor, combi drill. Might get a nibbler, but we'll see. But yeah, I still need to stick with my 18-volt grinder. Hand tools, we'll start left to right. So we've got a little, this is a chisel drive, but it's not actually a strike cap. This is a plastic cap. It's only a small one. It's 0.6 by 3.5. I use this for poddering ducting together and lining bits up. We just need a little bit of a tweak here and there, and that lives at home in there with drill bits. Moving on to drill bits, I have a 16, I have a 7, and I've got 2 6s in here, right? Now, I don't know if you saw my video of the week where I bought this one from Tool Station for like £1.38. Well, I don't know if you can see a tip on it, but it's like flat. Now, that £1.38, this is an Armeg, which is £6 something, and they're both done at the same amount of holes. And this one is still sharp, it's still brilliant. Every time I drill an hole in poured concrete with this, my hoof screws or my fissure fixings go straight in. With this, they don't go straight in. So that's the difference. I think these are alright if you're doing DIY. If you're doing a lot of drilling, I think this. If you've only got like, some guttering to put up or something like that, you drill into brick about half a dozen times, and this will do. For £1.38, you don't need to go out and spend £6.50 on it, but this is going to last you. So yeah, I think drill bits are one of them things where they're worth spending money on, just for the amount of rigmarole it causes you when you've got a crap drill bit. So moving on to the back here, we've got a 17mm blue spot ratchet spanner. Again, that's taken some beatings. I don't know if you can see. It's got a bit of finishing chipped off there. It's got chunks out of bloody head on it here. And that bit's all misshapen and chunked and charred. The 17 gets a bit of hammer because when you're putting a rod into unistrut, you'll put it in and it needs moving over 5mm. So you crack your nut off and you just get a little knock with that, and you know, it takes some hammer. But it's stood up to it. 4 years I've had it. It costs nothing on Amazon hardly. Next up, we've got the dipped handled 150 Knipex Cobras. Look at me pronouncing it right first time. Love them. Great bit of kit. You know, you can get them into small spaces. For me, it's like if I'm having to grip something and I need a lot more leverage and there's something I miss, I may as well stop and find out what the problem is. So I don't need anything bigger than that really. But they do come in handy, and I love using them. You know, they're a pleasure to behold. Stay along this row here. We've got the Knipex twin grips with the comfort grip. What I mean, you can't really say out about them because you don't need me to tell you how good they are. You look at other reviews on YouTube. I never seen a bad review about them. I absolutely love them. They get me into so much, out of so much pickles, should I say. One thing I do like using them for is when I'm using unistrut, if you've got to put an M10 bolt through, you can literally, you spread them apart. We all like to spread legs apart, don't we? You can literally just get it in and twist bolt and tighten it up. You can't necessarily do it with a spanner, and sometimes you haven't got your impactor with your special unistrut bit, so you know they're good for that. Next up, we've got the Comfort Grips Knipex diagonal cutters or side cutters. These are the 150s, 160s. So I think you Americans would call them what, 6-inch, or are they 6 1/4? Anyway, yeah, love them. Great big kit. They do what I need them to. I do work with Gripple, and just let you know, if anyone uses Gripple, don't use side cutters to cut it because it'll just take the edge off of them and it knackers them up straight away. A little way of a flex drive here. Is it flex drive? No, flex driver, yeah. I'm sure it's a flex driver. So this has got a little locking bit on end so you can lock your bits in with it. Great little bit of kit that. Didn't want to go down then. This really comes in handy for me. I don't put a massive amount of torque through it, but if I'm up against something and I'm, you know, trying to turn the handle and I can't get my fingers on it, with this you can just turn it ever so slightly and you've got a full grip on it. So you know it's only having to flex that much. Great bit of kit. I absolutely adore that thing. Next up, we've got the 4mm ball end Allen driver. Love a bit of kit that. They just seat so well into Allen bolts. You know, I love them. I do love Waver drivers. Got the big bad boy here. 175mm shank on that. Strike cap. Obviously, you can put a hammer on next to your hexagonal bolster there and get a bit more torque on it. I use it for snapping rivets, prying stuff, lifting things, all sorts. I mean, end of it's covered in silicone and stuff. You can see it has a bit of abuse, but it stands up to it. I really do like them with strike caps. Bought a full set. I don't know if you can see them there. If you've not seen my other videos. And then next we got this bad boy. This is what I got other day, yesterday, and they undercharged me. So you get your press end, and you get your carousel there. You got your 6 bits in there. The only gripe I've got with these, it's not so apparent on this one, is that basically same way on all. The only one I think that's different is snap on, whereby when you're turning it right, if you catch that, if you're tightening something like that and you catch that and move it, all of a sudden it's loosening. So they've got the loose on the right and the tight on the left. So that's the only thing, but with this it's not so apparent because your hand's up here, but I've got the stubby driver and that is a bit more apparent because you do end up knocking that when you're turning it. I used this today. I'll be honest, I didn't need to. I already had a screwdriver out, one of the VDE ones. I could just use that to take a banding clip off, but I wanted to use this, so I whacked it hard and I had to be done. Had to christen it. In top here, we've got a little cabinet key, no special, cheap as chips. I would like one of the Knipex ones. It's a little bit flash, and I don't really need it at a minute. I've got other things I need to spend my money on. So yeah, I will be looking to get one of them at some point. Got a card of impact bits. The one that's missing there is actually in the little holder on the impactor. So you got your PZ2s, your PZ3s in there. In this pouch here, we've got a selection of bits. We've got the 1/2 inch drive, the 3/4 inch drive. We've got a little square headed tech bit, a Bosch one. It's my last one that I keep meaning to replace them, but I haven't got round to pulling trigger on some wearer ones yet. I've also got a cheap Bauer hex head bit. It's an 8mm for tech screws. I'm still waiting on a Malco set actually. That should have been here a couple of weeks ago. I've completely forgot about it. So yeah, I'll have to chase that up. Also in this pocket, we've got the little Armeg wrench. Nice tight ratchet on that. Smooth, get sharp and pickle every now and then. Would like a wearer one, but I can't justify a price on it at the minute. For odd times that I use it. And then slid down back at V-swap here is my little Hultafors crowbar, pry bar, jimmy bar, whatever you want to call it. 7 or 8 quid. And it said its money already, that. Really do like it, good little bit of kit. I do like this Hultafors stuff. Got a few of their bits, and I've seen a few other bits that I like. So, yeah, I think they're a brand to be invested in. Got a little 1/4 inch extension drive there. I think it's 6 inch long or something like that. That just lives in pocket down here. In this pouch here, we've got a 17mm 1/2 inch drive for impactor. I know it's not impact rated. I don't really care. It works what I need it for. And then we've got two 13mm in here, both 1/4 inch drives. So I'm looking for some nut setters, 13mm ones. I can't find any that I quite like. I do like the Weeha set, but I begrudge buying a full set when I only need like one size. In this pocket, we've got the little arbor that I bought as well with the ratchet driver. So that lives along there, alongside the little Hultafors mini pocket level. Now, I got told that these are made by Stabila. I don't know how true it is, but it does look pretty similar to it. It's accurate to, I think it was 0.5mm per metre. It's got a little V groove there on the bottom and on the side, so you can check things vertically. You stick it on there and check that your spanners are level. So yeah, I do like that. Good little bit of kit. Does its job anyway. And I think that's about it. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically my loadout. This is all that I keep inside it. I've tried not to overload it. I know I've got power tools in it. If you see my other video, you'll notice I've swapped that panel out for the one that were here. Basically, I had one here, the little half panel, and I tried wedging my STS drill in there, and then my impactor on top of it. It just got a bit bulky. And I just found that it didn't quite work exactly how I wanted it to. So yeah, thought I'd rearrange it. I can't speak highly enough of this bag. In 2 or 3 weeks that I've had it, it's nice to carry. And I'll tell you what as well, when you got like veto bags, people comment, and I've had about, in 2 or 3 weeks I've used that, I've had about 3 people come up to me and say, "Oh, Veto's quality product in it. You can't beat Veto bags." And yeah, I think they're right. I don't think you can beat them. I've got a Velocity bag, which it's too heavy. It's good quality, don't get me wrong, but it is too heavy. I'll probably do a little video as to why I've swapped that, because I know you're probably wondering why if you're long-term followers at my channel. So yeah, that's my video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you spending time out of your day to watch my videos. Feel free to leave out in comments if you think there's out that I could do in this tool bag. Anything that's going to make my life easier, basically. And if there's any way I can improve my videos, because I want to try and bring you some decent content. I am going to do a video on my DP3 hopefully tomorrow, show you how I load that out, and I'm also going to do a video comparing the M12 to the M18 combi drill. I did one, I don't know if you've seen it, I did the M18 to M12 impactor. So yeah, got some more videos planned for you. Yeah, thanks for watching, like I said, about 3 times now, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodaloo.